Whoa, what's up, man?
Your money, put your hands in your pocket.
It's in my pocket. All right, man. It's in my pocket, man. Just go ahead, take it. It's right here. It's right here. Here. It's on there. Take it. All right, guys. So let's look at a few options if the gun is placed behind. Okay. Now, what made it really hard is he had his hand here, which means the idea that I'm going to be able to turn here, as long as his hand is there, he's using that to shoot. So what I tried to do is I tried to turn this way and talk to him here. There was a reason why I did this, because I knew I'm closer to the weapon here if I decided to do anything, right? If the gun is placed here and he's got me pinned here, me turning this way, not gonna happen. What you wanna do is I wanna try to bring as close as possible my arms to the weapon. When I turn, I'm turning with my body and I'm trapping the weapon. Now, he still has movement here. The second thing I wanna do as quickly as possible when I trap, I wanna go into the weapon where I could control it. From there, like I said, when you're trapping the gun, go in with your body. Because I'm using both hands to trap the weapon, this is when my headbutts are gonna come up, my knees. I'm gonna use my environment and I'm gonna try to rip that gun out of his hand. Now, put the gun back here. Don't put your hand on my back. Now, yes, I could come here. Once I come here, again, boom, I come in, I trap, and I grab the weapon as quickly as possible. Again, what's the objective? It's always the same. Control, clear, counter. As much as possible, if I don't have a choice and I'm going in with the weapon with one hand, as soon as I strike or as fast as possible, I want to get to control the weapon with both hands. The reality is he's going to be fighting. That hand is there. He's going to be punching. This is why when I come in, I'm going to close the distance with my body to eliminate. If I'm out here, he's open where he could punch me. So I'm going to come in here. From here, what do I have? I'm going to headbutt. I'm going to elbow. I'm going to use gross motor skills. Closest weapon to closest target. It's a fight. I don't want to teach you shit like 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what he's going to do. Every time I make a move, he makes a move. The idea, however, put the gun. The idea is I want to arch my back and get as close as possible, put the hand down, as close as possible to the weapon so I can trap it, right? So whether it's here, whether here. Now, depending, again, whether his arm is, put the arm, right? Now imagine you had me pinned here. Now it's even harder. This is why I'm going to start using verbal. And I was like, okay, man, I'm going to give you my money. And what am I trying to do? I'm telling him I'm going to give him the money. What did I do? I threw the phone there. Why did I throw it there? His attention went to the phone. I could have maybe made my move, but I was like, look, all he wanted was my money, was my phone. I threw it there. He took it. He was out. Again, depending on what the scenario was, I was able to defuse it. But if you decide to go physical, arch the back. Bring your hands as close as possible to the weapon. Take your hand off, Costa. See where the weapon is, whether it's here. Let's say he was more here. Let's say he did it this way, right? Again, I'm here, but it doesn't make sense for me to bring it here because look at the distance. So as much as possible, I always want to bring wherever the gun is pointed, the furthest away from my body as quickly as possible. As soon as I bring it away, bring the other second hand to strike or to trap, to really trap the gun strong and crash in with your whole body to make sure I eliminate that distance and go into gross motor skill. Headbutts, elbows, knees, eye gouging, throat striking, and use your environment to crash into the attacker as quickly as possible.